Good morning, students. Today we will continue our physical chemistry chapter, that is electrochemistry. This is the lecture number 3 of electrochemistry. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so today's topic is basically the electrochemical series and the application of electrochemical series. So, what do you mean by electrochemical series, and what are the application or what are the consequences do you get from the electrochemical series? And the second topic is the Nast equation and application of Nast equation. Okay, so the first topic is electrochemical series. So what is electrochemical series? So electrochemical series is also referred as the activity series or metal activity series. Okay, so this is the list that describes the arrangement of the elements in order of their increasing electrode potential value. Okay, so what is electron potential value? As I have earlier discussed about the electrode potential, that is the E value, or for standard case E0 value. Okay, so we have known that what is electrode value. So electrochemical series is also known as the activity series. Is describe the arrangement of elements in order of their increasing electrode potential values, and this series has been established by measuring the potential of various electrodes versus the standard hydrogen electrode. Okay, so this series is being established by measuring the potential of the various electrodes, potential of various electrodes, and versus the standard hydrogen electrode, that is called as standard hydrogen electrode. Okay, standard hydrogen electrode. Remember what happens for standard electrode, that is, if the electrode potential when it is taken in the standard condition, that is 1 bar temperature, 1 bar pressure, 298 Kelvin temperature, and if the, so the and the electrolytic solution should be 1 molar, and the electrolytic solution should be 1 molar in concentration. Okay, so in that condition, in the standard condition, that is 1 bar pressure, 298 Kelvin temperature in, and 1 molar concentration of the electrolytic solution, if that standard in that standard condition, if we take the electrode potential, then that electron potential is known as standard electron potential, standard electrode potential. Okay, and that is called as standard electron potential, is also be defined as, represented as E0. Okay, so what is called standard electron potential? When the pressure is 1 bar, temperature is 298 Kelvin, and the electrolytic concentration of the electrolytes is 1 mole. Okay, the concentration of electrolyte, the concentration of the electrolyte is 1 mole. Okay, so then the electrode potential is named as standard electron potential, standard electrode potential, or named as E0, okay, or named as E0. Okay, so electrochemical series is basically a list that consisting of the increasing order of electrode potential or standard electron potential. This standard electron potential is relative of the standard hydrogen electrode. Okay, so here we are having a list of some elements that have a standard electron potential. Okay, look, sorry, okay, so look here, when we go from the lower to higher, that is from down to top, the standard electron potential is increases. Okay, so when we go from down to top, the standard electron potential is increases. Okay, so in reversibly we also can call that from top to down, the standard electron potential also decreases. Okay, in that respect, what we get that in case of the elements that lies in the top have the more have the getter E0 value, getter standard electron value, electron potential. Okay, so what is denoted by the standard electron potential of higher value? Okay, so what is standard electron potential? What standard electron potential if the element, suppose an element F2, that is the first element, is for first element is taking two electrons and becoming F2 minus, okay, 2 or 2F minus. Okay, so F2 taking two electrons and becoming 2F minus. So what happens there? Here it happens a reduction is happens. Okay, so reduction is happening here, reduction is happening. Okay, so this potential is named as standard reduction potential, is named as standard reduction potential, standard reduction potential. Okay, potential. Okay, so here by taking a electron, element doing a reduction, so the standard potential we got is the called as the standard reduction potential. It is the reduction potential. Okay, it is a reduction potential. Okay, so what happens, the higher the reduction potential, the higher the, remember, the higher the reduction potential, the ability to take electron or become reduced is more. Okay, so we can say the higher the reduction potential, higher the reduction potential, higher, sorry, do one thing, higher the, sorry, higher the reduction potential, higher the reduction potential, getter will be the electron acceptance power. Okay, getter will be the electron accepting power. Okay, so higher the reduction potential or electrode potential or standard electrode potential, getter will be the electron accepting power. So getter will be the reduction, so reduction ability to reduce will be getter. Okay, so it will be reduced easily if any element has more standard electron potential or higher standard electron potential value, then it will be easily get reduced. If it get easily reduced, then it will be act as an oxidizing agent. Okay, remember what is oxidizing agent? Oxidizing agent means it will be oxidizing agent means it will be doing a oxidizing agent means it will be itself, it will take electron and become reduced, itself become reduced and doing others oxidize and others become oxidize. Okay, so it will do what? It will do oxidizing agent do what? Oxidizing agent means the element or the compound itself become reduced and do oxidation to others. Okay, so what happens if element, suppose X, is losing two electron and become, sorry, X is taking two electrons and become X2 minus, so it is becoming reduction, it is doing a reduction, but these two electrons is being coming from suppose Cu. Okay, so this Cu becomes, after leaving these two electron, this Cu becomes Cu2 plus. Okay, so what happens, this X atom is taking two electrons from Cu, is taking two electrons from Cu and becoming H2 minus. So what happens, for this molecule is become reduced, okay, doing a reduction. Okay, for now, but after taking two electrons and becoming H2 minus, it is get reduced, but due to taking two electrons from Cu, so Cu become oxidized, so there is a oxidation reaction occurs. So what happens, the X acting as a oxidizing agent because it is doing a reduction towards itself, but it is doing a oxidation towards other. Okay, so it will be reduce itself, but it will doing a oxidation reaction towards the other element. Okay, so it will be acting as an oxidizing agent, so it will do a oxidation for the other element. Okay, so which element takes electron, accepts electron easily, will be acting as a oxidizing agent. Okay, so which element taking or accepting the electrons easily and become reduced. So those electrons, those elements will be acting as a oxidizing agent. So what happens in this scenario is, as we know, the fluorine, Pb4 plus or Cl2 or oxygen or silver, both of them have the higher standard electron potential. Okay, standard electron potential. Okay, so here in that case it will, fluorine will easily take 2 electrons and become 2f minus, and by doing so it will be doing a reduction, it will be reduced itself, but it is taking this 2 electron from a metal, suppose M. So this metal will be getting M2 plus. Okay, so leading to a oxidation reaction. Okay, so fluorine is doing what? Fluorine is taking 2 electrons from this metal and becoming reduced, and due to taking of this 2 electron from this metal, the metal will be oxidized. So fluorine will be acting as oxidizing agent. So in case of higher electronic or higher standard electron potential mean, standard electrode potential, if it is higher, then it will be acting as a oxidizing agent. Okay, because it will do a reduction. If the standard electron potential is lower, then it will acting as a reducing agent, because what, if the standard electron potential is lower, then it will not be able to take a electron, okay, or accept electron. So if the standard electron potential, if the standard electrode potential is lower, okay, then the element will not accept electron, it will donate electron and become x2 plus. Okay, so if these two electron will be added, will be accepted by suppose B molecule. So B molecule will accept this 2 electron and become reduced. Okay, so become reduced. So what happens? This X atom giving 2 electron to a B element. X atom giving 2 electron to a B atom, suppose. Then what happens? X atom becomes oxidized due to reduction of electrons or removing of electron, and B atom, due to acceptance of this electron, it will be get oxidized. So what happens? It will be acting as oxidizing agent, because it is doing an oxidation for a B atom. Okay, so X will be acting as an oxidizing agent. So we can easily say that if standard electron potential is high, then it will be acting as a reducing agent. Okay, it will be doing oxidizing agent. What happens? It will be, if standard electron potential is high, then it will be acting as an oxidizing agent, and if the standard electron potential is low, then it will be acting as a reducing agent, because if the standard electron potential is low, then it will not accept electron, it will be donating electron. So donating electron, the atom or the element itself be oxidized and do reduction for the others, so it will be acting as a reducing agent. Okay, so from electrochemical series we can get these consequences and get this idea. Okay, and so the next topic is Nast equation. What is Nast equation? Nast equation is the relationship between the electrode potential and the concentration of the solution, that is called as the Nast equation. So what is Nast equation? The relation between the electrode potential and the concentration Okay, so the relationship between the electrode potential or the E0 value and the relationship between the E0 or E with the concentration of the solution. So the concentration of the solution. This equation or this relationship is known as the Nast equation. So Nast equation is basically the relationship between the electrode potential and the concentration of the solution. Okay, so in that case, okay, so the relationship equation is E cell or EMF electron, that is the electromotive cell, is E cell is equal to the E0 minus 2.303 RT by NF log Q. Okay, so E cell equal to E0 cell minus 2.303 RT by NF log q. So what are the values? Here n is the total number of electrons lost or gained. So to do the oxidation or reduction, if any number of electrons should be donated or accepted, so thus this number of electrons is named as n. So the total number of electrons lost or gained. 1f, that is the 1 Faraday. Here f is the Faraday, it is 96500 coulomb. The temperature is 298 Kelvin, and R, the value of R is 8.314. Okay, so if we take all the values here, not for the number of electrons, but if we take these three values and put it into the equation number 1, then we get a simpler value, that is the E cell is equal to E0 cell minus 0.059 by n log q. Okay, so n is, I have also been saying that the number of electrons have been taken or accepted, okay, taken or donated, or and here the q is, what is the q? Log q. Here the q is the reaction coefficient of overall reaction, that is the concentration of oxidized state and the concentration of reduced state. So concentration of oxidized state by concentration of reduced state is named as the q, and it is also being represented as the reaction coefficient of overall reaction. Okay, so what is the equation? Equation is the E cell equal to E0 minus 2.303 RT by NF log q. E cell is equal to E0 minus 2.303 RT by NF log q. Okay, and here q is the coefficient, as the reaction coefficient of overall reaction, that is the concentration of oxidized state by concentration of reduced state, and it is the simpler equation is E cell equal to E0 equal to E0 cell minus 0.059 by n log q. Here this value comes from, that is the putting the values of 1f, r and temperature. Okay, so the application of Nast equation is what? To by this equation we can get the equilibrium constant. Remember, when the equilibrium at the equilibrium E0 cell will be, so the E cell will be 0. Okay, so what we get, that is the, we know that E cell is equal to E0 minus 0.059 by n, okay, log q or log k, whatever you can call. Okay, so here we can also write like that. We know that E cell equal to E0 cell minus 0.059 by n log k. Okay, so it is becoming 0 at equilibrium. So what we get? We will get that the E cell will be, E0 cell will be 0.059 by n log k. So here it is written like that. So if at equilibrium E cell becoming 0, and so E0 cell will be 0.059 by n log k. Okay, so k will be the equilibrium constant. So by this equation we can easily find the equilibrium constant from the Nast equation. And the second thing is, in this equation we can find the Gibbs free energy, that is the delta G. Delta G0 is the Gibbs free energy, and that determines the whether a reaction will be spontaneous or not. So in this equation, by this equation we can get the del G value, that is del G value is equal to del G naught value is equal to minus NFE cell, NFE0 cell. Okay, NFE0 cell minus NFE cell. Okay, so we have, by this equation we can also determine the del G value, that is the standard Gibbs free energy. Okay, so what implies the standard Gibbs free energy? The standard Gibbs free energy implies the spontaneity, or if a reaction is spontaneous or not. Okay, so here you have to say that here in this case the n is number of electrons, f is the Faraday. Okay, the value is 96500 coulomb. Okay, for Faraday, 1 Faraday is 96500, and the n is the number of moles of electron transferred. Okay, so by this reaction we can easily get the del G value. Okay, if the del G is equal to 0, then it is in equilibrium, the reaction will be in equilibrium. If del G is less than 0, that means the minus, then the reaction will be spontaneous. Okay, so the reaction will go on and spontaneous if the del G value, if the delta G value, if the delta G value is greater than 0, that is the positive, then the reaction will not be spontaneous. Okay, so reaction will not be goes on. Okay, and if the del G value is 0, then it is a equilibrium state. Okay, so in the last equation, by here is the equation, this del G is the del G is when the we have to find the del G as well. So for the equation, del G is equal to del G naught plus RT ln K. Okay, so by last equation we can easily find the del G by as the del G naught is equal to minus NFE. Okay, so we are putting this value, this is from last equation we have been known that the del G naught is equal to minus NFE cell. Okay, so we are putting this value into this reaction, into this equation. Okay, we are getting the minus NFE cell for del G is minus NFE, and for del G naught minus NFE dot NFE naught minus NFE naught and RT ln K. So we are, by simplifying this, we are getting E equal to E0 minus RT by NF ln K. So E equal to E0 minus RT by NF ln K. So this equation will be, we can transform this equation from here, that is the del G equal to del G naught plus RT ln K. Here G is equal to, here G is equal to, from the last equation we have been known that del G equal to minus NFE and del G naught equals to minus NFE 0 or NFE naught cell. Okay, and plus RT ln K. By simplifying this reaction, this equation, we are getting the equation like E equal to E0 plus RT by NF ln K. Okay, so here K is the equilibrium constant and F is the Faraday, that is 1 coulomb equal to 1 Faraday equal to 96500 coulomb, and N equal to number of electrons involved in the reaction, that is the number of electron gains or gained or lost in that reaction. Okay, so we have now discussed the electrochemical series and the application of electrochemical series, and the next topic was the Nast equation as well as the application of Nast equation, and what is the relationship between the phi, when the phi gives free energy, and the Nast and the del E values, that is E cell values, as well as the spontaneity. We have given an idea about the spontaneity of a reaction, that is the reaction will go on or not, or if a reaction is in an equilibrium state. Okay, so from this application we are getting an idea about the reaction will be spontaneous or not, or is in it a equilibrium state. Okay, and by Nast equation we are getting a simpler equation like that as well for the case of del G value. Okay, so we are likely to determine the del G value, okay, to get the spontaneity or not. Okay, or del G. Okay, so here or del G naught value, so we get the reaction will be spontaneous or not, and by this equation we will also we can also determine the del G value as well. Okay, so that's it for now. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Okay, thank you.